All right. Hink Honk, take two. This time, hopefully not interrupted with, a 3-day pause in between peaking attempts. I'll likely have cut it and just kept the introduction from the last video that I tried to film, but this is what I've been using to play with. Haven't picked it yet. Spent probably 15 minutes on the thing total, and really been looking forward to getting back to this thing. This last one was a brutal mess. I expect this to be no less. This is made by Crease. Hink Honk is the name. That yeah, the last one was full of piston pins, but fancy piston pins are like rattlesnake piston pins. So I expect this to be much the same, but he reckons he's perfected it, which is, a worry. Three. So maybe everything's good. Must have overset something there. Everything went loose. Okay. Ooh. This is probably going to be a longer one. I expect this thing to fight me every step of the way. Good action off 1 and 2 there. That's good. 2. Whoop. Feels better now. 3 maybe needs some action. That was a click off 4. That was nothing. That was just a big slip. Okay, some 5. The thing with piston pins and rattlesnake pins is, and good tolerances, is you often end up dropping a million things because the binding order is impossible to find. But there is one. There's so many moving parts. Can be very time consuming. We're not the most effective security method from a wear perspective, but obviously chose like pins. Who cares? That definitely needs to go higher. There we go. Be put money on this is full of countermilling too. 1, 2. I'm in real trouble getting under that. I'll switch to my getting under half diamond. I wouldn't be surprised if the bidding on this thing is atrocious too. But you didn't listen to my any of my comments about how blank key is actually the best challenge lot pinning. You can just hear everything drop. 1, 2. Oh, let's put it back into that pulse set there. Ooh. a lot of good feedback, like really clear counter rotation, which is nice. But man, there's a lot of it to get through. One feels good now. Two, maybe not. Three definitely needs to go. I think we got it. Oy, deep falset. The deeper the falset, the better. And something like this, it means you're getting closer into towards what you want, but this doesn't mean you won't drop 20 things on the way to it. Oh, there's a pin here that's stuck. It's different to all the others, so I'll wager that's the one that needs. Oh, just get it. Just get that open. Tail piece. I think I did. Oh yes, fantastic. Glad I checked because that was a false set that could have been actually, you know, like that was a depth that could have just been a false set. All right, that's fantastic. Got that open. What are we? 5 minutes in. Not bad. Finish off the lock. Hink Honk. As you can see, oh, come on, focus. It's made very recently, 22/11/22. Perfect palindrome date. Don't get many opportunities for that. Crease. He's got his classic honk. Honk. This one's made from a Brava. We've got a key here. It's the key tag, King Honk. Crease. If the key gets stuck, smack the lock a few times. That's what you like to hear. The rules are challenge lock has to have a key. No one said that key had to work well. I need a pinning tray for this. Let's see if this looks like that's probably just gonna. Oh, it's actually very loose. It comes off. It looks like you did listen to me about bitting. It is basically a blank key with two lower down, so you can't just stick an attention tool and open it. But that means maximum pin action. So we have got a key, which means we can stick that in. Oop. Wow. What is it? Yes, the key gets stuck. Smack the lock a few times. Yeah, great. There we go. Oh, crunchy Magoo. It does work. All right. I'll just crack those with the screwdriver, just in case. Yep, that's a flat. There we go. Phillips. Cam piece off. Right. Go 45. Get a follower out. Alright, that seems very stiff. So I don't think we're going to fit a follower in there. So I'm just going to hope for the best. Checking on that. These oval cylinders should be fine. There's obviously no funny business in this, I don't think. Let break it. He'll kill me. That's fine. All right. Oh, hang on. Interesting. That final keep in there can fall over inside the socket. Oh, come on, focus, 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 focus. Look at that. Interesting. Still works. You can where's my tweeze? Huh. It'll fall over sideways in there and still operate. Interesting. While the key's in. Just making sure none of the others can do that. Oop, that one sort of can too. A little bit. Interesting. All right, so 6 pins. Let's take those out. So we got a rounded undercut on 1 and on 2 and on 3 and on 4 and on 5 and on 6. 5 and 6. Yep, everything milled both directions. Probably going to be nothing interesting going on with these key pins because they're so short and you can't really do any mods to them when they're this short. But you don't need to. Driver pins are where the real security is at. Tiny key pins like that just stop raking attacks. And got like security features on key pins for raking attacks, really. And let's be honest, I think piston pins are going to get in rattlesnake action, assuming that's what's in here, are going to give you enough trouble that you'd have just real difficulty trying to rake this open, I suspect. All right, what we got here? Okay, so this is not a piston pin. This is a pin and pin. Very serrated, long body like that. That goes like so. Lovely. 2 is also a 2-part pin. Like that. See the end and the outer. 3's got like a little T-pin lip. Whoa, hello. All right. 3 is, we'll come and look at 3 later. Or let's take a look at that now. Okay. You can see we've got these wafers there. That is captive. So that is a piston pin with rattlesnakes. Nice fine ones. Lots of room for those to move around on that shaft. Let's go pin 4. Looks like same deal. Yep, same deal. Piston pin with some rattle wafers. Piston pins are real cool. I don't think anyone was thinking of piston pins 10 years ago. That's a, what's that, 2-part pin? Yep, another one like that. Get that spring out. All right, final pin is, yep, another rattle. And get that last spring out the back. All right, because this is an Brava oval, there's not going to be any mods in there, which, hello. Man, focus on this phone sucks. All right, no, nothing on there. Whoa, dropped it. Let's get that nice close up. Lovely looking pin work. Beautiful pins, these ones. Such a cool idea. Nice pin and pin work there too. Good idea with that milling. They can theoretically get really, really well stuck. There was some quite clear feedback through a lot of it, so that's because that milling's quite deep. Like it has a, you see it, like it penetrates down into the core a fair bit. So that means when a pin is stuck in it, even if it is stuck, you still get a bit of slop. So when you push on it, you still get a bit of counter rotation action. Really, really good milling that gives like near zero feedback, like on an ASA, you know, fancy ASA. That's a ASA Baltic. The milling is exactly matched in height for the drivers, so there's really no vertical slop if they're stuck in it and you push on them. So that makes it harder to determine. But the more headroom you've got in that milling, the more you can feel which pins need the action, if that makes sense. As well as it being really square, the more rounded it is, the easier it is to feel things, and the less you'll need to apply manual counter rotation to get things out. So yeah, you want a sharp lip under it, and ideally you want to match to the height, but your bead deeper is not a problem. That's just how you make it real hard. Cool, there we go. Fantastic effort, mate.